Hi everyone, welcome back to another tutorial, and in today's tutorial I want to show you how to make this really gorgeous bracelet. I am so pumped about showing you guys how to make this. I by far think this was one of my best bracelets I've ever made, so I'm quite happy with it. It took a little tweaking, a little time to make. It is not a quick process to make, so it's gonna take you a little while to make it. It's a little time consuming for sure. I worked on it. I put it down. I picked it up. I put it down. I picked it up. Put it down. So for the whole week, about a week. The time I posted my last video is the time I started working on this, and then I just worked on it a little bit here, a little bit there, and kept putting it down so I didn't get bored with it and I didn't find it to become monotonous. It's very, very pretty. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to absolutely love this. It looks really lacy, as you can see, but it's full of embellishing. You know, I don't know. It just turned out so nice. I'm so happy with it. And the colors are phenomenal together. Now, of course, these are the new Diamonduo beads. They've been out for a little while, not that long. I think Potomac Bead Company were the first ones to get them, because that's where I got mine from. However, Beadaholic now sells these beads, but they come in a 12-gram tube. So you get 3 grams more. You got to pay a little more, but you get a bigger tube and more beads. These are 9-gram tubes, and there isn't a lot in them. It seems like a lot, but it's really not that much. Now, I'm going to tell you I used 4 colors. You do not have to use 4 colors. You can use 1 solid, you can use 2, you can use 3, whatever you want. Today, I'm going to show you how to do it in the colors like this. This is 4 colors. And I'm going to show you this method. If you wanted to do it with just 1 color, then just follow what I'm doing. Just don't change your colors. That's all it is, okay? The rest of it, you have to follow step by step. If you want to know what colors I used, in the pink, I used pink Airy pearl. And it's a 9-gram tube, so I used almost the whole tube. I've got a few dumped out here from my sample piece. I'm going to show you. So you will need 48 of these pink ones. In the purple, I used almost half a tube. In fact, it was pretty much a half a tube, and I got a few dumped out again from my sample piece. And in the purple, you're going to need 38 in this color, and it's Pastel Bordeaux. Okay, so that's the purple one. In the blue and the green, I used the same amount, which were 24 of each, 24 blue and 24 green. As you can see, I didn't quite use a whole tube, or half a tube. Just a little bit before the half mark. In the blue, this one's called Pastel Aqua, and the green is Turquoise Shimmer. So those are all the 4 colors of the beads that I use. The pink and the blue are very gorgeous. I love them. And so is the purple. So those are those colors, and you will need 134 of 1 color. So if you don't want to do them in different colors, 1 color, you need 134. Now, you're going to need 2 cup buttons. Again, this is just a bead you can buy from Potomac only. But you can use any kind of button. You can use a toggle closure. Just follow my method and it'll work out just fine. If you want to use the cup button, this one is aluminum silver that I'm using. For the Montees, this is a 6.3, something like that. This is done in the Amethyst Swarovski Montees. So these are amethyst color. And I'm going to leave a link in the description box. Just click on the video this way, down. Click on show more. You'll see all the links there for a few beads I have here. I will post a link for Beadaholic if you want to check that one out. Everyone knows Potomac Bead Company, so I don't need to link that. And I'm just going to link the Beadaholic 12 gram tubes. This was from Fire Mountain Gems, so I'll leave a link into where you can get these exact size that I'm using. I'm using, again, a new bead, and these are called Beadsmith UnionBeads that I got from Beadaholic, and I believe they did a spotlight video on these, which they did, and I bought almost every color. I'm not happy with all the colors because I don't use some of them, but I might give them away for a gift. Or if like I do with the names of pieces I make, I might give a tube away. This color here is an 11-0 called Crystal Labrador Full, and it's a 24 gram tube. It's a massive amount of beads, and it's why they're called Union beads. I guess they're the Japanese quality, so the Mayuki. They're the Mayuki kind of beads, but they have the check finish on them. I'm sure that's what this is, what this means. So they are gorgeous beads, so if they have the check finishes on them, I bet you're going to get lots of beautiful colors. So you'll need about 2 grams of an 11-0 seed bead, and I would stick with Mayuki because that's the size I used. Now you're going to need a 15-0 seed bead, and I'm just using crystal silver lined. You're going to need about 1 gram of that. You will need some Swarovski crystal bicones in a 3mm. You will need 28 bicones. Now, all the ingredients measurements I gave you are for a size 8 bracelet. You want to make it smaller, then just lessen the amount of beads here. So you don't have to, you won't need all of these beads. If you want to make it this much, this small, then you'll need less beads, right? So this is a tad bit big. It's probably because I made these loops massive. But anyway, they still work. It's fine. So I told you you're going to need 2 cup buttons or 2 buttons or 2 toggle clasps, whatever it is you're using. You're going to use quite a bit of Fireline. I used a lot of Fireline in this project. And you're going to have to keep adding thread. Unfortunately, there's no way around it. I only strung on my needle a comfortable length that I'm going to do my sample piece with. But it's a normal length I would have used making this bracelet, because too long of a piece will tangle up on you and you'll just get frustrated, and then you'll for sure throw your bracelet down, and then you'll go and leave me a bad comment and say, why did you tell me to cut such a big piece of thread? But I didn't. I'm telling you to cut a piece that you're comfy with, and you know it's not going to get all knotted on you. And don't forget your coffee. Now, this project here is very, 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 very particular in picking up your Diamonduos. This is all picked up. The Diamonduos are the dome ones here. We'll just call these domes. The domed part here is picked up one way, but the connector beads here are picked up at the other holes. So one set you're going to pick up the Diamonduos in the top holes, and one you're going to pick up in the bottom holes. But I don't want to confuse you. I'm just going to get to this project. Now, don't base your project off this very first unit that we make, okay? It's going to be every unit after that. There's going to be 2 steps to your project after this particular one. Now, I want to make it the same as this. So I want to do the pinks on the inside and a blue and a green on the outside with the crystal on the outside. The very first piece I made, the sample piece, I put a purple or Diamonduos on the outside of it, and it just stuck out like an alien. So I redid the project and removed those and put the 3mm bicones in there. Only just makes it a finished piece now. You don't have to go back through it over and over and over again to embellish it. This is all embellished as you go. So there's no going back through. That's why when we start this, we're going to put our first toggle on, or button, or whatever it is you're using. You're going to put that on first so you don't have to go back through your project and leave a big huge long tail that's going to annoy the hell out of you, because tails always annoy me. And I don't know about if they annoy me, they probably annoy every single other beater out there. Okay, so like I was saying, I want to pick up my pieces exactly like this bracelet. So I'm just going to follow along here. Now I'm going to start with this pink one, and then I'm going to pick up a purple one, a blue one, a crystal, a green one, a purple one, a pink one, and a purple one. And then we're going to continue to put our toggle on. Now, the domes, remember your dome pieces. So if you're confused, line your beads up like this first, okay? So we're going to pick up a pink one first, then we're going to pick up a purple one. But as you can see, the purple one, and remember, these Diamonduos have two sides. There's a right way and the wrong way. There's a top and a bottom. The bottoms are flat, the tops are beveled with a little point in the middle. That's why they're called diamonds, because they look like a diamond. Okay, so you're going to pick your pink one up. You know your purple one's going to be your connector one. So you're always going to pick this bead up different than your dome beads. So the next one's going to be a blue one. And again, that's going to be a dome bead. So it's going to go above. It's going to be picked up in the bottom holes. The purples are going to be picked up in the top. Now we're going to do a crystal after the blue one. So I'm just going to sit a crystal here. My chubby fingers here are kind of in the way. Alright, and then we're going to pick up a green one. So the green one is again our dome bead. So it's going to be lined up with these top ones here. Okay. And then we're going to pick up a purple one. So again, the purple one has to go down here because it's going to be part of your connector bead. And then we're going to pick up our pink one. So this will be our last dome bead. Okay, should be two pinks, a green and a blue. And then we need to pick up our last purple one. So that will go there. Bear in mind, in between each one of these, you're going to put an 11-0 seed bead, and that will be the union beads that we pick up. Alright, I'm going to bring my camera up a wee bit, just so you can see. So, we're going to start with one 11-0, then we're going to pick up our pink bead, and we're picking it up in the bottom holes. Pick up an 11-0. Now we're going to pick up our purple bead, and we're going to pick them up in the top holes. Like that. A 11-0, a blue bead in the bottom hole, an 11-0, our crystal, 11-0, our green bead in the bottom holes, 11-0, now our purple one, an 11-0, our pink one, an 11-0, and our purple one. And because we started with an 11-0, we do not need to pick up one at the end. So that is what your project or your piece for this one particular unit should look like. That's how your pieces should be picked up. So your pink is up, blue is up, green's up, pink's up, and the purple ones are facing down. Okay? So now you're going to bring these down to the end of your thread. And you're going to tie a little knot. You don't have to leave a long tail. You just need to leave long enough that you can go back and thread it and weave in your end. Come on, don't be nasty. Okay. Now, Do not snag your beads. You can give that a good tight pull if you want. Now, as you can see, holding this right side up, which my tail is on the top, I do not like. So let's bring it to the bottom. Alright. Now, your 3 purples. This is how you know you picked your beads up properly. Your 3 purple ones are upside right, and your other 4 dome beads are upside down. So if yours looks like this, then you know you did this right. If you've got one of these flipped over the same way the purple ones are, any of your dome beads are faced up like this, then you know it's on wrong. You got to take it off and refix it. Now what we need to do is go through all these beads and reinforce it. And I think I'll go this way. Okay, so just go through the whole entire bottom beads, the same beads that we picked up in, or the same holes. So we're just going to go through all these beads. I'm using a size 10 beading needle, by the way. You should know that by now. If I don't have to use a 12, I don't, because I bend those in the first 5 minutes of using it. They are so delicate, and they are actually very good for very tight spaces. Sometimes I have to switch to a 12. Alright, so I'm going to sew all the way around here like this. Alright. Now I'm going to go all the way around one more time because I need to come out of this top bead here, because that is going to be the top part of our bracelet. So it's going to be this part. Bear in mind which side you're working with, because this is either, you can flip it this way and work your way around and put your, we'll do that. Instead of going all the way around, we'll just work out of this bead here. But you do want to go at least 1 revolution around, and right now I'm not, because my tail's over here. So I'm going to continue past my tail into this purple one here, and then I'll show you. Oops, my light. Okay. Now just exit out of this purple one. Okay, keep your work pulled nice and tight. Now, oh, that's not the right one. That's the side bead. That's a connector bead. You want to be in one of these beads. Now I'm exiting out of the purple bead. I'm in the right one. So, always leave your purple beads right side up on your mat, so you know that this is the right side of your bracelet. Because on this side, this is the side of your bracelet, so it's this here is this. Okay? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to pick up 3 15-ohs, and I'm coming out of my purple bead this way. So if your project is exactly like mine and you're exiting exactly like me, which I hope you are, it's kind of important because we're going to be exiting out towards me. That's the way you want to be exiting, towards yourself. So, and here we go to the second hole of that, adding 3 15s to our project piece there. Pick up 3 more, go back up in that same hole, okay, go back up, Now, and I'm going to back out a bit because we're too close and I'm going to lose frame here. Go back up into the 315s you first put on. Okay. And now exit into the second hole of that purple dual, diamond dual. Now, this is the side. The purple ones are upright and these 4 are upside down. And you are exiting towards yourself. This is where you need to be exiting. Okay? So now we're going to go back around, continuing on, and go in the direction I'm going in, please. And continue going through your beads into the next diamond, the dome one here. So it'll be the green one. And I snag this. Okay. Alright. Now you're coming out of this hole. You're just going to slip your needle up into the second hole of that Diamonduo, the green one, like that. Okay? You will have a little thread showing here, but you won't see it. You'd have to look pretty closely to see my threads on this bracelet, so just so you know, not to worry. Just make sure you use a thread that matches your beads. Okay, so pick up an 11-0, exiting out of the dome beads, skip the purple one, and go into the next dome one, which would be the pink. Pick up an 11-0, into the next, like that. Snaking. Pick up an 11-0, into the next one, which will be the blue one. And pick up an 11-0 and into the green one. And now you're just going to repeat or reinforce this by going through all these beads again and giving it a good tight pull, and it should dome up really nicely like that. Okay, so oh shoot, I knew I did something wrong. I didn't put the toggle on. Darn it. I am such an idiot. Now I know why I wanted you exiting there. Duh. Alright, don't pay attention to me. I'm just crazy sometimes. But we need to put the cup button on. I knew that didn't look right. I'm like, what the heck? This doesn't look right. But did you think I was going to go on camera and admit that? Of course not. So now I'm going to exit, go back here where I originally was. Hopefully I didn't snag all the threads on the way. Darn it, darn it, darn it, Ruby. I was thinking to myself, God, that looks retarded. It looks just so bare. What did you do? Oh, look what you did. So I did snag it. That thread there, I could see it clearly. There we go. Amen. I got a little ahead of myself, sorry guys. I guess I just didn't want to sew on the cup button. Alright, so you're going to pick up two 11-0s, 3mm crystal and two 11-0s. You're going to pick up your cup button and go into one hole of your cup button like that. I just bent my needle somehow. Okay, so you should have this. Then you're going to pick up 2 11-0s. Or sorry, 1 11-0. Get off, stupid dog hair. 3mm crystal and another 11-0. Like that. Drop down in the second hole of your cup button. Pick up 2 11-0s. Well, my needle's really bent, and I really bent it. 2 11-0s. Two 11-0s, and then you're going to go through the 3mm crystal, like that. Okay. And then you're going to pick up 2 11-0s. You're coming out of one side of your Diamonduo, you're going to go back through making a circle, like that. Now, you're going to reinforce this twice, but for now, I'm only going to do it once. So you're going to go back up through the 2 11-0s, the crystal, 2 11-0s, to the cup button, and snag that bead on the top of your cup button. Okay. Then you're going to go through the crystal. And then back down. Now when you get to the bottom, when you go through these bottom ones, when you come to the Diamonduo, before you go, pull it nice and tight, okay? Before you go into the Diamonduo, you're going to pick up an 11-0. Then you're going to go straight into the 3 15-0s that you put on in the Diamonduo, like that, to fill the gap. Okay, like this. And then you're going to go into the Diamonduo like this. Okay. Pulling everything tight. Then go up into the 3 15s and pick up another 11-0. And then you're going to go back up and reinforce it one last time. Making sure you snag that 11-0 on the top of your cup button, because you'll never get it. And then fill in that gap. Alright, and then just work your way back down. Through there. And down there. Okay, and then I'm just gonna work my way down here into the 3 11-0s there, and now the 3 15s, like that. And then into the Diamonduo, like that. Then I'm going to go through there like that. Now, we are done with our cup button. So this here looks like that. So it's facing towards me. There's the side, there's the cup button. Now, you just want to continue. Please be going in the same direction as me, because the other way is going to be too confusing for you. Because I'm showing you this way. So, go through the 11-0 and the next Diamonduo beside where you're coming out of. Pulling tight. And now just put your needle into that top hole. Remember, your dome beads are upside down. And you're going to have a little bit of a thread showing. But I'm telling you, when you will never see the threads on here. Okay? You'd have to look up really closely and know they're there. Now you're going to pick up an 11-0. You're going to go and skip your purple ones. Don't go through any of the purples. Go into the next dome bead. Like that. Pick up an 11-0. Into the next dome bead. Like that. Pick up an 11-0. Into the next dome one, which will be the blue. Okay, and then pick up another 11-0. And now into the next, which is the green one you originally started in. Now you're just going to go through these beads, pulling them nice and tight. You're going to go through them one more time. We hear you, Miku. Keep going. All the way around. Till you're exiting out of the side bead here. So you're going to go all the way around past this bead that we want to come out of. You're going to go right past it this way. Okay? So I'm going to keep going here, pulling tight. You want to really pull this top tight and close that top up.
Hello?
Hello? Okay, so I'm just going to go past. This is the bead we need to go out of, so you have to be in the Diamonduo past it. So go past it and don't go into that 11. Alright, now you're just going to drop down here and work your way into that purple bead. So, like this. So I went through the Diamonduo and the 11-0. And why did that feel weird? Oh, that's why. Because it snaked. Yeah, be very careful because this can happen. Okay. Come here, tail. Now you're going to exit into the purple one. All right. Now you want to drop down oh sorry, you don't want to do that. You want to pick up 3/15 first on your needle and then go into that second hole. Pick up 3/15 again and go back up into the purple like this. And now we want to go back and exit out of the top one, so just go through the first 3/15 and then drop down like this. And now we'll be in position to add our next unit. Okay? So that's what you should have. This is facing up. My beadwork, my thread, my working thread is exiting towards me, and that's where you want your thread to be. Now, to add your next section in all the rest of your sections, making sure you're exiting towards yourself, not exiting up here that way, because then you have to work this way. That would be counterclockwise. Now, let's get ready to pick up our next set of beads. So you're coming out here, you go straight across. There's your first bead you need to pick up, will be a pink one. So your pink one has to be, line it up with your thread, you know it has to be upward like this. So you need to pick it up here. So you're going to pick up an 11-0. And the pink one has to be up like this. So you need to go into your pink one that way. So all I do is I pick the bead up in my hand and I go into it like this. Okay? Is that the right way? Wait, let me see here. No. See how easy it is? You can screw this up really quickly. Hello? Hello? We hear you. Alright. Hello? Alright. I went in this way. Wrong. The purple ones you go in that way. The pink ones the dome ones, you go from the bottom that way. So it should be like that. Okay? So it's upright. So when you dome it, you'll see. Then the next color you need to pick up is a purple one. So pick up an 11-0. Your purple one has to be like that. So pick your purple one up the same way you did with the pink one, but instead of going up, you're going to go down. And I found the odd bead clogged, but it's not really clogged, it's just got some finish on it, that's all. So you're going to go down the purple like this. So go down. Place that bead beside the pink one. See, it's on right. Now the next color you got to pick up is the blue. So we want the blue one here because it's a dome bead. So you pick up your dome bead and you go through it from the bottom up like that. Okay? And then place it beside the purple one. And the next one to pick up will be the crystal, because it'll be the other side of the bracelet. So you're going to pick up an 11-0. Your crystal. 3mm crystal. And your 11-0. Okay? So we've got that done. Now the next color you need to pick up will be the green. So it's again a dome bead. So you're going to take it in your hands like this, and you're going to go through it this way. Same way you did with the other dome ones. And then we need to add a purple one. So we're going to pick up 11-0. Purple has to go down here. So pick that up. Your thread has to go this way. Okay, so your purple one is down there where it should be. Then you need to pick up a pink one. So we're picking up every single bead. We're not skipping any. You're going to pick up the pink, the purple, the blue, the crystal, the green, the purple, the pink, and the purple. So this again is a dome bead. Pick it up in your fingers like this, or if you can do it on your mat, then do it. It's kind of, they move around when you're trying to pick them up. So go through it from the bottom to the top. Okay, pick up an 11-0, and now you got your last bead to put on, and it's the purple one. Oh wait, sorry, you don't need to pick up a purple one. Just need to pick up an 11-0 because we're sharing this purple bead here. Okay, so now that you've got your 4 dome beads, your 2 purple beads, and your crystal, you're going to go through your purple bead and make a circle. And again, put it down. When you pull this tight, your purple ones will be upright and all your dome beads will be upside down. Then you know you did this right again. And you're going to go around in a circle now and reinforce it. And you're going to do this. You're going to reinforce it till you get to the purple one. And then you're just going to exit out of the purple one now, because you're going to add your other half, or your other closure. So give it a good, strong, tight pull. Okay, and then go through picking up 15 O's like this. I'm exiting out of this one. Go through it, keeping your thread tight. And of course, I picked up a clogged one. There we go. See that piece? Popped right out. Alright. Alright. Pick up 3 more 15s. And go back through. Okay. And then you're going to go and add your second cup button before you continue on. So just repeat here what I did over here. Okay? So you're going to pick up 2. Whoops, you're not going to pick up anything yet. You're going to get to exiting out of the first top hole there. So you need to go through the 3 15s like that, and exit out of the Diamonduo at the top there like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go, or no, I'll do it on camera. I hate making you guys rewind and find the spot where to go. Let's pick up 2 11-Os, 3mm crystal. Hello, Miku. 2 11-Os. Your button, you go in one hole, pick up an 11-O and a crystal, and 11-O. Okay. Bring that down. Drop down in the second hole of the cup button or button, whatever you're using, shank button, anything will work. 2 11-Os. Now go through the crystal. Go through your crystal like that. Yep, screen Miku, that's perfect. Okay. Now you're going to pick up 2 11-Os and you're going to exit into the Diamonduo like that.
Hello.
Hello, did you fall? You're goofy. Now remember, you have this little gap that's between your 15-Os and your 11-Os on this Diamonduo. You've got to fill them in with an 11-O like that. So go back up into all your beads and catching that one above in the top of your cup button. Give it a good tight pull. Go into your crystal. Drop down. Go into your beads. Into the crystal, and then into the first, to these 2 beads here. And now you're going to pick up an 11-O. You're going to go straight down. You're not going to go into the Diamonduo. Straight down into the 3 15s. Like that. Giving it a tight pull. Now you go into the Diamonduo. Like that. Okay. I'm just turning it, making it easier. So go into the next 3 15s. Pick up an 11-O. and then go right back through all your beads again, and that will be reinforced 3 times. So it'll be good and strong. I'm catching that bead. Come on, there we go. Actually, I missed it. There we go. Yeah. Catch that bead on the top or you'll never catch it. You never get your needle in there. And then those 11 O's closes the gap that's between the 15 O's and your 11 O's. Alright, so let's continue back down now and make sure you follow the thread path I'm doing. No, you want to get into all those beads. Okay, in here. Okay. Now, instead of going back this way, you want to go to the left. Because you still want to go continue in your circle. And then you're going to go into the Diamonduo, and now you're going to continue on reinforcing that base row. So I'm going to go through this pink one, and now I have completely gone around after adding that toggle in. Kind of took a... Alright, now let's get into this pink one here. And then we're going to go up into the top holes of the Diamonduo. So let's go into here. And you definitely can't see the thread on the pink one because it's completely camouflaged. Now you're going to pick up 11-0. You're going to go into your next duo, Diamonduo. Pick up an 11-0. Go into the next dome bead. It's really hard to do this because it's so flimsy. Okay? Because it snags on everything. Hello? Hello? Pick up an 11-0. Go into the blue one. Pick up an 11-0. Go into the pink one. Now you're just going to reinforce your dome all the way around the top, and now you need to exit out of this unit here, this connecting purple one here. Okay, so let's tighten this up by going through it one time. Now I have to go all the way around again, but I'm going to pull my thread really tight now so that the dome stays nice and tight. Okay, I want to come out of this bead here. So when I come out of this bead, I need to go all the way around till I go to the Diamonduo that's past the connector bead. So I need to be in the pink one. And the reason I have to go all the way around again is because where I started to reinforce wouldn't have been a complete round if I would have quit right here. Okay, so I want to exit out of that pink one there. Okay, because this is where you want to be. So now just drop down the pink bead. It's giving me a hard time, so don't try to go through all of them. That's how your needle's going to get bent, or you're going to break a bead. Okay, so just exit out of the purple one, like that. Okay, now you're going to pick up 3 15s. On your needle, go down into the second hole of the connector bead. Pick up 3 more 15s. Go back up like that. And then you're going to go through these 3 15s you first put on. Okay. And now you want to exit in that purple bead, but always exiting towards you. So when you go through this, you're exiting at the bottom. You're not exiting outward. Now, to add our next unit, we're going to basically do the same thing here, but you got to pay attention to, if you're doing the colors, on what you're picking up, okay? The next group we pick up, we're going to share 2 purple beads. So that's why I want to show you this, and I'm going to show you twice. So, just you're exiting out of the bead here at the bottom. Just go straight across. First one you're going to pick up is a pink one, and it's a dome bead. So pick up an 11-0 and go through your dome bead from the bottom up. If this does not work for you, then you are not in the same thread path as me. If that should happen to you, that you're exiting up, because then you're going to have to pick these dome beads and your purple beads up differently than the way I'm picking them up right now. So if that happens to you, and you are by accident going out this way, go through some beads here, tie a couple of half-hitch knots right between the Diamonduo and the seed bead here, tie 2-3 half-hitch knots, go back through these beads and then exit this way. Okay, if that should happen to you. So go up through these, go into this one, and tie some Miku. Tie some half-hitch knots between here. Shh, be good birdie. Alright, and then you can be exiting downward. It's vital that you pick these beads up carefully like me. Alright, so now you need to pick up the purple one, because that's going to be our sharing bead with our 2 units. So you're going to pick up a purple one, first an 11-0. Remember, with the purple one, you're going to go down. Wow, I'm finding a lot of these purple ones clogged. And I don't have my bead all up here. You can see the holes plugged. You can just give it a good push. Okay, so hold your Diamonduo and go down in the purple bead. Okay. Let it fall. Once you get the hang of this, it's going to go super fast for you. It's going slow for me right now. It's because of all the reinforcing I'm doing, putting these on. I'm just, you know, I'm trying to show you guys this very easily so a beginner can do this. It's a very advanced bracelet, but I'm pretty adamant that a beginner can make this bracelet, okay? Alright, so picked up a purple one. So we picked up our pink and our purple. Now we need to pick up a pink one. Don't forget your 11-0. Again, it's the dome color, so you're going to go from the bottom up. And then you're going to sit it like that. And I would do this the first few times just so you can make sure you're picking them up right. I still had to refer back to my pieces all the time. So again, we need a purple one, because it's going to give us another one of these on the bottom. So pick it up, and it's your connecting bead, so go down. Okay. Now we need to pick up a green dome bead, so pick up an 11-0 and go up, like that, up. Okay, pick up an 11-0, and then the next one is going to be beside the green is the crystal, so we need to pick up our 3mm crystal and 11-0. Bring it down. Okay, so we have this. Now the next one we need to pick up is the blue one. So let's pick it up. We've got already our 11-0 on there. So it's a dome bead, so you're going to go from the bottom up. Okay. Now we do not have to pick up a third one because we're sharing this one. So you're just going to make your circle now. Okay, like this. And ta-da, turn it, have a look at it. All your purple beads are upright and your dome beads are upside down. And they automatically do that when you join it. Now you're going to go through all these beads and reinforce. So go all the way around and reinforce your beads like that. Pulling your thread so it doesn't bunch up on you. Okay, getting there. Now I've gone all the way around and I'm at my same bead I was at before I started reinforcing. I'm going to give it a good tight pull. Okay, so now what we need to do is make our dome, right, like that. So what you're going to do is go into the first dome bead. So I'm going to go through the 11-0. That's beside this purple one here, if I can, and into the pink one, like that. Hi. And then give it a good tight pull. And now you're going to go up into the second hole of that Diamonduo. Okay, now you're just going to pick up an 11-0. Go into the next dome one, pick up an 11-0, next dome one. Oh, he's dumping his water. Pick up an 11-0, into the next dome one. And pick up an 11-0. And now go around and reinforce. So let's give this a good tight pull. Okay, like so. And go through them all. Pulling it tight as you go. This tail's annoying me. Now, we need to be going out of the side connector. Okay, we need to be exiting out of this one. So again, you're going to go all the way to this bead here. You want to go, here's where you want to go. You got to go past that bead you want to be coming out of. So we're going to go across here. We're going to give it another good tight pull. And then exit out of the pink one. Okay. Like that. Now, if you drop down, jeez, butterfingers here. Well, this tail is wacko. Drop down into the bottom exit through the 11-0. And if you can get the Diamonduo, then hey, all the power to you without breaking that. And give it a good tight pull. Alright. Now, you're at the part where you're going to be sharing 2 purple beads in your next pickup. So every second one you do from now on, you're going to only pick up 1 purple bead, and that's going to be this bead here. That will be your connector bead. So let's pick up 3 15s. He only does this when I'm videotaping. The minute I start videotaping, he starts getting noisy. Pick up 3 more. And then exit at the bottom like that. Okay, so now you come out of your Diamonduo there on the bottom. You want to go back through your 3 15s, and again you want to exit in your Diamonduo towards you. Doesn't matter what position your Diamonduo, if it's this one, or this one, always make sure it's exiting towards you, and your pattern will always work out, and so your beads will go on exactly how I'm showing you. Now the first bead we're going to pick up will be the pink one. Again, go across, it's the pink one. Pick up an 11-0. Get your Diamonduo and go from the bottom up. Oops, hold on.